What can we expect from the declassified JFK files? Hi, this is Lindy Kaiser with clearancejobs.com. Isn't it ironic, don't you think, that I'm wearing tie-dye for this update? It's not planned. Normally I try to do these updates from my church clothes or my pretend work clothes, but I'd already gone Sunday high cash when I remembered that I wanted to record this video update today. Breaking news over from end of last week about the declassification of JFK's files. So the tie-dye just fits. Why are these documents being declassified now? Why did this executive order come out? A lot of history here. We're literally talking about history. So what that Trump executive order from last week promised is to declassify documents related to the assassination of JFK, Martin Luther King Jr., and Robert Kennedy. So those files there was actually a 1992, I think, act from Congress saying to create a plan to declassify those files within 25 years. Again, president has purview over what is classified, so Trump had the authority to review that. That came up, that 25-year, what is time? I'm not going to do the math. 25 years from that 1992 date came up during President Trump's first term. At that time, he said, due to national security concerns, I think some of the documents were declassified. There was not a full declassification, basically, of the government files into the investigations around the JFK assassination. Now, as what appears to be a full-on just go big or go home over the IC and classification, Trump has said, hey, we're declassifying all of it. We want ODNI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, to have a plan to declassify those documents within 15 to 45 days, depending on the files. So again, that's to create a plan to declassify the documents. There could still be some walking back on this. And again, what should we expect on this? The rumor mill around this is basically that it shows kind of just potentially some, CIA bungles around the assassination, interplay between CIA and FBI. Not a new story, not an old story. Sometimes a today story, and how the IC interacts with one another. I don't think you're going to get a smoking gun around conspiracies over, who killed JFK, the lone shooter arguments, and all three of those assassinations was a topic of interest. I don't think that's in there, but I don't know. I haven't read them yet. I think the nugget here that's worthwhile for our community, where we're not just tie-dye conspiracy theorists, we're true intelligence community and national security professionals. I think what is interesting here is this declassification review process. If you followed me at all, you know I'm a big fan of declassification, believe it or not. Love lots of hearts to the cleared workforce, but the fewer things that we classify that don't need to be classified, the better it is for our workforce. So by all means, classify what needs to be classified, but having adequate resourcing for the ICU, the Information Security Oversight Office. I think that's, maybe they want to stay under the radar, maybe they like it that way, but I think we need to better resource, tool, enhance the work of that division. There is vital work being done at the ISU office. Nobody has ever heard their name unless you're a nerd like me. But declassification is important. The process around declassification, hugely important. It's not a sexy security clearance topic that people like to discuss, but JFK, this is our chance. So conspiracy theorists and security wonks alike, we'll see what's to come. Again, this is the pace of government. So 15 and 14 days to create a plan to declassify those documents. How long will that take? Will there be a walk back like there was before? Trump said before he was going to declassify all of them. So only time will tell. But again, I think we probably will see further declassification of those documents. Could this be a trend? Again, another thing I want to follow of further declassification, a push for declassification. That's something we might see. So something to keep your eyes on, security clearance holders and conspiracy theorists alike. So for all the news you can use about this and everything else, and maybe some news you can't use, continue to watch, subscribe to this channel, and visit us over at clearancejobs.com.